1. You check your phone without thinking. You unlock your phone to check the time, but seconds later, you are scrolling through videos, opening messages, or refreshing notifications. You may not even remember consciously deciding to open an app. Your hand simply followed a familiar pattern. This happens because your brain has connected the sight, sound, or vibration of your phone with the possibility of a reward. The notification might contain nothing important, but it could also be an exciting message, a new comment, good news, or something surprising. Because the result is unpredictable, your brain keeps encouraging you to check. Over time, even seeing your phone lying on a table can trigger the urge to pick it up. The phone becomes a cue, checking becomes the routine, and novelty or relief from boredom becomes the reward. A useful test is to place your phone in another room for 30 minutes. If you repeatedly think about checking it without any real reason, the behavior may have become automatic. 2. Normal activities feel boring. Reading a book, studying, cleaning your room, exercising, or listening to someone speak may begin to feel painfully slow. These activities have not suddenly become less valuable. Your brain may simply have become accustomed to faster and more intense stimulation. Short videos can introduce a new face, sound, topic, joke, or emotional reaction every few seconds. Real-life activities usually cannot compete with that speed. A book may require several pages before the story becomes interesting. Learning a skill may require weeks before progress becomes visible. Exercise may feel uncomfortable before it starts feeling rewarding. When your brain constantly receives rapid novelty, slower activities require more patience than before. You may quit useful tasks after only a few minutes because they don't provide immediate excitement. This does not necessarily mean your attention span is permanently damaged. It may mean your brain has been trained to expect rewards too quickly. Practicing slower activities without switching can gradually rebuild your tolerance for delayed rewards. 3. You cannot sit without stimulation. You reach for your phone while waiting in line, eating food, sitting in a car, using the bathroom, or waiting for someone to arrive. Every empty moment feels like something that must be filled. You may open an app even when you are not interested in anything specific. The goal is not always information or entertainment. Sometimes you simply want to avoid feeling bored. Constant stimulation can make silence and inactivity feel uncomfortable because your brain begins expecting continuous input. But boredom is not always useless. Quiet moments give your attention time to settle. They allow your brain to process thoughts, reflect on problems, notice your surroundings, and generate ideas. Many creative thoughts appear when the mind is not being constantly occupied. When you can no longer tolerate even 2 or 3 quiet minutes, stimulation may be controlling your behavior more than you realize. Try waiting in a short line without taking out your phone. Notice the urge without immediately responding to it. The discomfort usually becomes weaker when you stop treating it like an emergency. 4. You keep switching between tasks. You begin studying, check a message, return to your notes, open another tab, watch a short video, and then try to work again. You remain busy for an hour, but very little gets completed. Every time a task becomes difficult, confusing, or repetitive, your brain searches for something easier and more rewarding. Switching tasks provides a brief burst of novelty and temporary relief from mental effort. However, each interruption makes it harder to return fully to the original activity. Part of your attention may remain focused on the message, video, or conversation you just viewed. This is sometimes described as attention residue. Your body returns to the task, but your mind may still be thinking about what happened on the other screen. You may believe you are multitasking, but the brain is usually switching rapidly between separate activities. This constant switching consumes mental energy and increases mistakes. A better approach is to choose one clear task and work on it for a short, uninterrupted period. Even 20 focused minutes can produce more progress than an hour of distracted activity. 5. You need entertainment during everything. You watch videos while eating, listen to something while walking, check social media while watching television, and play music or podcasts during every simple task. Doing only one activity begins to feel incomplete. There is nothing wrong with enjoying music, podcasts, or entertainment. The warning sign appears when you feel unable to perform ordinary activities without adding another source of stimulation. You may struggle to eat without watching something. You may feel restless while walking without headphones. You may even scroll through your phone while watching a film you chose yourself. This suggests that one source of stimulation no longer feels sufficient. When every activity is combined with entertainment, your brain receives fewer opportunities to practice sustained attention. You also become less present. You may finish a meal without noticing the taste, watch an entire video without remembering it, or speak to someone while only hearing half of what they said. Try completing one daily activity without additional entertainment. Eat one meal without a screen, take a short walk without headphones, or watch a film without checking your phone. 6. You choose quick pleasure over important goals. You know you should exercise, complete an assignment, save money, clean your room, or sleep early, but you repeatedly choose scrolling, gaming, online shopping, junk food, or another quick reward instead. Long-term goals usually demand effort before they provide satisfaction. Instant rewards provide relief or pleasure immediately. Your brain naturally gives more importance to rewards available now than benefits that may arrive weeks, months, or years later. This tendency is called present bias. A completed degree may improve your future, but one entertaining video feels rewarding immediately. Saving money may create long-term security, but buying something new creates excitement now. The more often you choose immediate pleasure, the more automatic that choice can become. Your brain learns that discomfort should be escaped rather than tolerated. To weaken this pattern, make important tasks smaller and give them visible rewards. Instead of promising to study for 3 hours, begin with 20 focused minutes. Instead of planning an intense workout, start with 10 minutes. Small progress makes long-term goals feel less distant. 7. You feel restless. When you reduce screen time, you decide to put your phone away, but within minutes you feel uncomfortable. You repeatedly think about checking messages, opening an app, or seeing whether something new has appeared. You may tap your pocket, look toward the phone, or imagine that you have missed an important notification. This restlessness does not always mean you truly need the device. It may mean your brain is expecting the reward that normally follows the cue. When you usually respond to every moment of boredom by checking your screen, the absence of that routine can feel unusual. The urge may feel urgent, but urges often rise, become intense, and then gradually weaken if you do not act on them. Each time you immediately obey the urge, you strengthen the connection between discomfort and checking. Each time you delay the response, even for a few minutes, you teach your brain that the urge does not have complete control. You can start by placing the phone out of reach during meals, work sessions, or the first 30 minutes after waking up. 8. Nothing feels satisfying for long. You finish one video and immediately need another. You receive a message and begin waiting for the next one. You buy something exciting, but the excitement disappears within a few days. You complete a game, eat something enjoyable, or receive attention online, but the satisfaction does not last. Fast rewards often create brief anticipation rather than deep fulfillment. Once the reward arrives, your brain quickly begins searching for the next source of stimulation. This can create an endless loop of wanting without feeling satisfied. You consume more entertainment, food, information, products, or attention, but still feel as though something is missing. You may spend hours searching for something enjoyable without fully enjoying anything. The solution is not to eliminate dopamine or avoid every pleasurable activity. Dopamine is necessary for motivation, learning, movement, and normal brain function. The real goal is to reduce constant quick rewards and make space for slower forms of satisfaction. Complete one meaningful task before checking entertainment. Practice a skill, exercise, read, create something, or spend uninterrupted time with another person. Fast stimulation gives you excitement. Slow progress gives you satisfaction. When you repeatedly choose meaningful rewards over constant novelty, your attention, patience, and ability to enjoy ordinary life can gradually become stronger again.